Hey guys, it is Kelly Ann and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my minimalism series. Today we're going to be talking about this monstrosity that I bought in July. I bought it kind of like the second week of July, I think, and I got it by the first week of August because it is a like 2-week turnaround, but it is custom, so that makes sense. This planner is from Plum paper. I was gonna say something else. This is from Plum paper, and it's just plumpaper.com. And I got a 17-month calendar. You can do as small as 12 months all the way up to 18 months. You can start it whenever you want to, whatever month you want it to start in. And so I wanted to start this ASAP. I didn't want to wait till December and just get one for 2018. I wanted to start now. And this is very similar to an Erin Condren, but a little bit different. I feel personally for the price, you get more customization options. And maybe not necessarily like aesthetically, but on the inside material, you get more design options, and we will talk about that. So these planners come with a really sturdy, clear front and back, which has been really, really awesome. And you get a matching back to whatever background you picked on the front, but you get to pick your own front cover. There are plenty of options, well over 100. It's also like super, super, super thick. I take this around with me everywhere in a tote bag, and it just stayed super sturdy. It's even got something spilled on it, and it wiped right off. You can put a design up at the top and across the bottom. Each one can be 3 lines. I just did a middle line that said Kelly Ann, and down across here I did the dyed panda because why not? And I needed something down here, and I didn't want it to say like August 2017 through December 2018. I felt like that was a bit much. Oh, my nose, it itches so bad. So then you get the intro page, like this planner belongs to, and by Plum paper. So there's their logo. All right, so the inside of that page, you get a really nice 2017 calendar. And then on the next page, you get a really nice 2018 calendar. The next page, you get special dates, and it has from January to December, so any like special anniversaries, birthdays, thing like that, you can list there. It also has an ideas, plans, and goals, and there's 4 different color waves, and they aren't titled. I did that myself, but you can make each one its own thing. I kind of want to do like a quadrant, so I have on here housekeeping, personal, app ideas, and stitching. So these are going to be kind of like things that I want to do, wish list. Okay. And then you get a blank sheet of paper for notes. And then it jumps into your first month. So my first month was August. So on the back of the tab card, we have 3 bubbles, and these are goal 1, 2, and 3. So you can write in a new goal for each month. You also have a birthdays column and an events column. So I wrote down the dates of the birthdays and who they were for, and then I wrote down the important events happening that month. If you have certain things that you need to remember, those go right here. And then there's 2 little columns, and I have a picture of this plus wish list on there. And so yeah. Then you get a full page of lined note paper, and this is where I need to not show this one as much actually, so I'll show a different one. This one's more blank, this one has more on it, but there's passwords on that one. But you get a full page of notes where you can write down whatever notes for that month. I like to do that. These are like some logins and stuff. I took them from my previous planner. So all of the planners are set up that way for those pages. This is where it gets different. You get to change your layout. I personally, so you get a monthly calendar, and I've never been like a sticker up my calendar type person, but I'm kind of into it actually. At the moment, but so I have different stickers on here, reminders, what I stitched on that day. I also got to choose what went in this left-hand column. So for this page, you do have one or two layout options. I wanted the to-do list on the side, and there's an option to have the list across the bottom instead, that kind of a thing. And then you have your weekly pages. Now I'm going to skip to September for that because I have them bound with paper clips. But we're going to go to September, and I chose the horizontal layout, I think like number 2 or 3. But there's about 5 or 6 different layouts for the weekly pages. So after the monthly, you get these weekly pages, and you get the month's calendar in the corner. You get a big, on the layout that I chose, you get a big notes section, and this is where I do kind of like my goal for the week. And then typically I write what I did that day in this spot, and I write my goal of the day, like what I want to get done that day in this box. This last week, it was a very hectic week at work and stuff. So I kind of just wrote what I did that day in this box and left this blank. But let me go to a different week, and I will show you how I typically do this. Let me find a really good one. All right, here's one. So this was my weekly goals. This was what I did each day in the lines, and these were the things that I wanted to do, and I checked them off if I finished them. And sometimes I didn't check them off. I just used them as like a reminder. But I'll use this as like my daily goal, and then I'll write what actually like happened. Like I write, you know, like if I went to dinner with a friend or whatever, that kind of a thing. So you have those for every week. One thing that some people don't like is on the weekly, whenever it gets to dates that aren't a part of that month, it's grayed out. You can use that. I personally, because this is like the first week of October's weekly, it's absolutely nothing, and then you have a Sunday. I'm still going to use mine like that. I'm going to skip all the grade ones. That's just me. But you have all these weeklies, and I write them basically on Monday. Sometimes on Sunday I'll sit down and I'll write kind of like what I want to get done for that week, like my weekly goal and that kind of a thing. It just depends. Now, at the end of your weeklies, you do have a full sheet of notes again, which is really nice. So you have that full sheet of note paper in the front of the month and in the back of the month. Now this is where you can customize your planner. So like I said, the planners start at 12 months and go all the way up to 18. You can have 13 months or 15 months or whatever you need. But you can't exceed so many pages, but there's add-ons and they are fantastic. There's a meal planning add-on, fitness add-ons, budget add-ons, and some of the add-ons can be a packet at the very end of your planner, and some of them can be added a single page to the end of every month. I only got to do 2 add-ins because I had 17 months. I maxed out on my pages faster because I wanted a page at the end of every month. So I did max out on my pages. I couldn't do any of the packets that go in the back, but I'm totally okay with that because these are really good add-ins. And I got these specifically because I've been doing the declutter process and I've been working on having a tidy home and keeping a tidy home. But I added in the to-do list for each month. So it's at the end of each month. It's a to-do list that is both sides, okay? And you get 8 miniature to-do lists, 4 on each page. But what I've done is I use 2 for every week of the month. And week 5, I just kind of finish up whatever was on the to-do list for week 4. Now, some of this stuff keeps traveling from list to list because they're bigger projects, but some of the smaller ones just include, like, this week I want to sweep and mop the house and I want to dust everything, and so those probably won't show back up for another week. So that's kind of how I do it. I reset my to-do list every Monday or Sunday, depending on when I decide to sit down with my planner once a week. And then I also added the monthly cleaning. The monthly cleaning is, again, a double-sided page. The front page has 6 category boxes, so does the back. But the front has specific rooms: kitchen and dining, living room, bedrooms, bathrooms, office, and bonus room. And basically, you write down all the things that you want to get done in that room over the course of the month. The back side just has 6 blank ones. So if you have like a playroom or a craft room, I put outside because I always avoid doing like weed pulling and things. And then I also made the garage its own square because that's definitely a necessity. But the bigger your house, the more squares that you may need. So you get to break those down as however you want. So that's the end of my months in here. So I'm going to go all the way to the end of 2018 and show you what comes after each month. Because there is stuff in the very back. And like I said, I didn't get to do any of those add-ins that go in the back. But there are things that just naturally come in the calendar. So you do get a full dotted page, and this is actually the topic of another video. But this is for like bullet journaling or what have you, but it's a dotted page, and you get another one and another one. So you get 3 full dotted pages for bullet journaling, so you get to use those however you want. Then you get a passwords page that says website, username, and password. You know, if this is going to be in your possession at all times and you are comfortable using password pages, then go for it. Mine is blank. I just don't. You get 2 pages of contacts. So if you do take this everywhere and you want to have like a couple of emergency contacts in here, like your doctors or anything like that, if something were to happen and somebody finds this, they could look in here and get some information to help you or whatever, that's probably a really good idea. Otherwise, I personally just don't use written down contact information because we all have these. You get a U.S. holidays calendar for 2017, 2018, and 2019, and obviously these are going to rotate as the years change, but it tells you the date in which all the U.S. holidays are on for that year. The last thing that you get is a 2019 at a glance calendar, and the very last, I guess this is really the last thing, but you get a pocket in the back so you can keep some papers, and it's double-sided, so you have a pocket on each side, which is really nice. Then you have, once again, the colorful, really sturdy background page, and then you have the clear plastic page. This is super bulky because I have 17 months in it, but I will definitely be repurchasing this. So let's talk about price. Starting price for this is $42. Now, let's compare that to an Erin Condren, and this starting price, $42. Erin Condren starting price, $50 to $55, depending on what background you pick. You don't get to change the coils. Erin Condren's you do, but that increases the prices by like $5 to $10, depending on which one you pick. Erin Condren's, you can decide if you want it the pages in color or monochromatic black and gray. This one, you get the colors. That's it. What's the other thing? Erin Condren, you have maybe 3 or 4 layout designs. This one you have about 3 to 5 for vertical and about 3 to 5 for horizontal. So way more options as far as this goes. Erin Condren does have add-ins, but they're all extra and they're also all separate. This one has extras that they actually build into your calendar, like you saw with mine with the monthly pages, or you can do the sections in the back of the calendar for like finance or meal planning, etc., and fitness. But I think fitness has a monthly as well, and meal planning might. But those can all be added. So the less months you get, the more extras you can put in here monthly or in the little set in the back. So it just kind of depends. The extras for those are only between $2 and $6. It depends on which ones. My to-do list page was $3 to add in the back of every month. And my monthly cleaning pages was like $5, I think. I also went online and I found a 10% off code from a YouTuber. The code is now expired from that person, but they're apparently really easy to find. They have affiliates that get codes, and so I got 10% off. I think my total ended up being like $62 with tax and shipping, which is not bad. Not bad at all. It's about the same price as an Erin Condren. The only thing is like in some aspects, I guess in regards to making the inside color or not, or you can change this up to rose gold. And Erin Condren definitely does have more options as far as covers and things, and you can design your own covers. In that regards, yes, it has more pluses. But in terms of customizing for the actual organization that you're going to be using this for, this company, for the price, definitely hands down, more options and better options in my opinion. I love that I don't have the to-do list separate where I have to insert them myself. They come already built. It does take about 2 to 3 weeks to get to you, so order it early, but it's honestly, it's been amazing. I've never kept up with a planner as well as I have with this one. And I've also never been like a let's put stickers in my planner type of person, but I've actually really been enjoying it. So it's definitely changed my planner game. So if you are a planner type person and you've never heard of Plum paper, definitely give it a look into, and I will put their information in the description box below. If you have any questions about anything else that I showed you in this, please leave them in the comments down below. And if you use Plum paper, let me know your opinion. And I will see y'all next time. Bye, guys.